ever tell you what the definition of insanity is? Insanity is doing the exact same fucking thing over and over again, expecting shit to change. That is crazy. The first time somebody told me that, I don't know, I thought they were bullshitting me. And then I started seeing it everywhere I looked. Everywhere I looked, all these fucking pricks. Everywhere I looked, doing the exact same fucking thing. Over and over and over and over and over again. Thinking, this time, it's gonna be different. No, please. This time, it's gonna be different. I'm sorry. I don't like the way you are looking at me. Okay? Did I ever tell you the definition of insanity?
Boss, I want you to chase me. Look at that ass. I'm gay. Autistic. I'm autistic.
Okay, I'm back. So, maybe you guys have heard about, this man Vitaly. Maybe you saw him on Kick. Maybe you saw him somewhere else. Maybe you saw him back in 2016 when the man was doing prank channels. But at the time, everybody was doing prank channels, okay? In 2016, 2018, before that we had MLG, we had the funny memes with the funny memes, and then, we had prank channels, we had Alsagate, and I don't even remember what we had anymore. But anyway, we had that. The thing with prank channels was you could not escape them, okay? They were everywhere. Everywhere you looked, they were there. Okay, we had all types of prank channels, kissing pranks.
Mommy makeout day.
And there were some people who excelled at these pranks. They were very, 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 very famous. Okay, I'm talking about Chris from Prank Invasion. Vitaly, the guy who's the main topic of discussion today.
My wife was pregnant and she fell down the stairs. I mean, I kind of pushed her, to be honest.
I'm talking about, my man Joey Salads, okay?
I'm Joey Salad, and we're selling bricks in the hood.
We had a lot. I don't remember the pranks in the hood. You already know what it is. So, the main topic, we had Fusi 2, of course. I forgot about Fusi 2. Again, his career was a spiral of fame, and then started again streaming, and then he started the existential crisis, and then the main topic of discussion today will be Vitaly, right? So just like the people I mentioned, he was a prank channel, okay? He basically did pranks. Yeah, well, he disappeared after a while, just like the entire prank channel type of content, and came back streaming. Because what do you do when you have basically nothing to do when your channel is dying? You start a podcast or you start streaming, okay? And so he started streaming, and for a while, nobody really knew about him, okay? People heard that he came back, but nobody really cared. But then he started basically trying to catch people. But then, it kind of escalated into him just kind of abusing people. Okay, well, I wouldn't really say abusing, because you can't really abuse a pedophile. No, he deserves it. But regardless, he should have, let the authorities do their job. And now, for some reason, I don't know what happened to him. I guess he got bored, but he just kind of decided to go down this downward spiral in his career. The man decided to go to the Philippines and go to jail.
I'm gonna get arrested, oh no! Oh no, mommy! Oh no, mommy! I'm gonna get arrested!
Just history repeats itself, just like Logan Paul, just making an entire mockery of the culture and everything. So this guy's 40 years old, by the way. Started stealing.
They won't recognize me.
They're gonna call more security with that one. It's fine.
I look like a different person. That's my only fan left in the chat. I buy this from the store.
Shangri-La po ito. Saan po yung Shangri-La?
Can I give you a kiss? No, I have a question for you.
Anyway, yeah, he got arrested. They didn't really care, even when he was arrested, he started smiling and shit like that. So it's funny because, and then there's also a declaration, from the prosecutor.
To be meted out with a concomitant penalty under the law, and suffers the consequences of having mistreated Filipinos in the country.
Look at this guy. I mean, you can go outside and you can make fun of people, okay? You can go outside and make content. Unless you go and threaten someone with robbing them.
I'm gonna f***ing rob you if you keep walking away.
And then tell them to just fuck off because they didn't understand your joke, okay? It's a funny haha, it's a funny meme. It's not about the fact that you are, maybe damaged in the head. It's a funny haha and they don't get the haha. You see, that was just a goof, it was a joke, and they don't get, okay, they're the ones who are retarded and sensitive, okay? What else can you do, okay? He started driving recklessly. He started doing this. you know, to people going up trying to be like filthy Frank thing guy. Okay. And then, what else should you do? It's not enough views, you need more views, more, I want more. Well, we're gonna go and rob a mall.
They won't recognize me.
They're gonna call more security with that one. It's fine.
I look like a different person.
They're gonna call security because you got that.
Let's talk about the fact that he just went to a fucking woman randomly to just said his dog is cute and then just decided to just take the dog, because why would you not take the dog, you know?
Can I see you? Can I see you? Get the out of here.
This guy's literally living in GTA 5 and acting as if everybody around him are just NPCs and nothing matters. And you can just put a cheat code and when you have 5 stars, you can just, everything just disappears. Clearly, this guy has nothing in his mind. Of course, going over, I forgot the part where goes to women and just harasses them, because again, why not? You know, why not do that?
Hello!
No, why not harass women? Okay, you could just do that. Okay, you could just kiss them. Why not? You know, that's how he thinks. That's how he probably thinks.
Oh my God, so many laws have been broken today.
And this bro is very, oh my god, look at us, look at how much crime we just did. Oh my god, look at, we're doing so much crime. Things when you're in a crash and you have your cameraman bleeding and you're just like, yo, you got the camera rolling? I mean, okay, I know that you're bleeding and you're dying. Okay, I know it. I see it. But you know, is the camera on? Because at the end of the day, that's all that matters nowadays, you know, just clicks and views and fame. Nobody cares about anything anymore. And, you know, we have this guy who is a normal functioning human being, you know, trying to think about this and, you know, actually use something that I'm pretty sure Vitaly doesn't have. It's called a brain. He tries to talk to him about this thing and...
That's fair. You don't want to have a conversation with reality.
You want to have a conversation with reality? What have you done in your life that's positive, bro? What have you done? Show me proof.
I'm not a lol cow online fucking with people.
Oh, so you came to press me, yeah?
No, I came to have a genuine conversation.
And your genuine conversation what? I'm telling you exactly what's going on.
I don't have security either. I'm literally just as big as you.
Okay.
It's all shit with violence, bro. Words are...
I'm trying to walk away from you and you're trying to follow me, so you're harassing me.
I'm calling you out for being a piece of shit.
Okay, I am a piece of shit. Congratulations.
Come here and you
okay, what are you going to do about it?
I'm not going to do nothing.
So stop following me.
I'm here speaking for the Filipino people.
Yeah.
When I say you're not going to come here and the locals for views.
And then, yeah, he just doesn't do anything. I mean, you can't really talk to this guy. Clearly, there's nothing to talk about. And what good has he done, by the way? Okay, what good has he done? That's my question, right? Okay, he's saying, what good have you done? Well, what have you done? You're literally harassing people. You know, the court, or whatever this was, the Bureau of Immigration said that he's gonna be an example. The country wants to make an example of this. Yeah, that he's gonna actually get what he deserves. And you know what? This is so funny because we had John Samad as well, who was a streamer who got arrested in Japan and things like that, and then the Yakuza, and you know, lots of things happen. You can look that up. This is just, you see, history always this is literally the definition of insanity. History always repeats itself. We have people like Logan Paul. We have people like Johnny Sumner. We have people like this. We will always have people like this, okay? Always. They are just degenerates and they don't do anything and bring nothing to society. All they do is they try to make views because they have nothing else to do and they feel deeply empty inside if they don't do anything. And you know, as with everything, you have the side who has some brain and then you have the other side who has no brain. Like Myron from Fresh and Fit podcast, which if you don't know who he is, okay, Myron from Fresh and Fit podcast, also known as Sigma 2000. Okay, he is the guy who has this podcast where they're very, very, very Sigma males, okay? They really like, and I made a video about Sigma males, okay? You know, but you know, Myron is a Sigma, the Sigmas of Sigmas of Sigmas, okay? You know, basically, as with everything, you know, there are people who understand the situation and we have people who don't understand the situation, right? And Myron is one of these people who, not cool. Wow, what the fuck? Vitaly is a good guy. It bothers me to see this happen to him after made such a huge change for the better in his life. Yeah, he stopped drinking, drugs was getting really bad, you know what, and was going fast like a... Then he was creating problems in the Philippines by being a nuisance streamer like Johnson. Like, yeah, well, but he's defending him. There's nothing to defend over here. You know what do you mean? He's a good guy. I mean, and then he says, I don't know whose idea was this at Kick. This was not for a move and put one of the tops in serious trouble. And then you know, it's almost like saying, well, Kick wasn't the one who did this, so it was not his conscious, it was not Vitaly's conscious decision to do this, it was Kick's fault. Of course, because when if I go to the store and if somebody tells me to steal and I steal, it's not my fault. It's somebody's who told me, okay, it's my friend's fault. Okay, John, what the fuck are you doing? We have basically, you know, another guy defending him. It's white while the media in the Philippines is hiding the mistakes Vitaly made, but ignoring everything good he did while he was there. Not perfect. Give the man some credit. Well, I will give him some credit, okay, for being an absolute degenerate. That's as most of the credit I will give. Nobody's perfect. Well, this guy's closely, not even closely perfect, okay? He's remotely not perfect. It's not about mistakes, it's about just acting like a degenerate. Yeah, I'm just gonna go back to harassing people, so yeah.